in order to get your body moving back in the right direction. So if you would, don't forget to give me a hashtag live or a hashtag replay in the comments down below. It really helps me out. I very much appreciate it. And also don't forget to like the video and post any questions that you have as I go through the information in the comments down below, and I'll do my best to answer them either live or afterwards. All right? So basically the question is it possible to make yourself fatter by actually working out too much? This sounds completely backwards, but it's actually a real phenomenon that happens. I've worked with many people who've dealt with this issue that, they're working out an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, and they can't seem to lose the weight. Now, it could very well be the case that, okay, if you go and you work out for 500 calories and then you go eat 1,500 calories more than you need, okay, then there's going to be an imbalance there as well. But there's also something that happens with people who are working out too frequently, too intensely for what their body is ready for, or people who are not fueling their body enough to actually have the energy for the workouts that they're doing. There ends up being this problem where you've stressed your body too much, either through exercise, food, or rather lack of food, or both, and it shoots yourself in the foot. So here's how it happens. Generally speaking, whenever you're working out, there's two things to think about. Length of an individual workout and the total amount of workout effort, time, however you want to quantify that, per week. That's how I like to think about it anyways. And so what happens if you're working out longer than 45 minutes, there starts to be some hormonal changes that really will work against you in both the short and the long term. So what happens is we're going to have, over time, yes, I'm going to go back to algebra. Don't freak out on me. What we have, there's two hormones we're going to look at in particular, kind of three. So we have cortisol, which a lot of people think, oh, cortisol, bad. Not really. If you don't have cortisol and you need it, you die. So cortisol is really important in the right instances, and you actually want cortisol to increase as your workout goes on. That's a good thing. It helps give you the energy to work hard. People who work out hard and have a hard time getting their heart rate up, actually that could be a problem there, is that your body's not able to actually create enough cortisol to get the energy that you need. Cortisol, one of its primary jobs is to liberate energy for use, particularly in emergency situations. So that's a really good thing in the right circumstances. So what happens there is, again, cortisol goes up as your workout goes on. Testosterone, or progesterone for ladies, not estrogen, progesterone, will also tend to increase as well as the workout goes on. That's a good thing. What happens is at about the 45-minute mark, the body goes, oh crap, something really big is going on, and so we need to start decreasing that so cortisol can keep going up, because cortisol and testosterone, progesterone, they basically need the same building blocks. They use the same bricks to make themselves, and in a bigger emergency, making babies and other testosterone, progesterone related activities is secondary to staying alive, and prolonged stress is a survival problem. So whenever this starts to happen, you start having decreases in muscle mass, cortisol is increasing, and you start running into problems from being able to recover from the workout. And so the idea is, generally speaking, 45 minutes is the limit for an intense, a true quality workout session. Now, you go for a 2-hour walk, that's not the same thing. The idea is that you're pushing your body to the limit. So 45 minutes, and then you want to call it. Now, maybe you recover, you take some time off, and you come back and you do another workout a little bit later. A lot of professional athletes do that, but the thing is that they have trained their bodies to be able to do that. It's taken a long time for their body to be acclimated to that. Okay? And then so what happens next, so if you're, let's say even that you're working out the proper amount per day, but now we're looking at somebody who hasn't worked out in a long time, and now they're going to jump to 5 days a week, five 45-minute workouts, and they're working hard. That person's body, their joints, their muscles, their tendons, their ligaments, their ability to release energy and use it is not up to par. High-level athletes have literally taken years in order to teach their body how to do these things and prepare their body to be able to handle that quantity of stress. The average person who's not been working out or who is already really stressed does not have that. So what happens is, yeah, you get these spikes from cortisol during your workouts, but if you work out too frequently and your body is constantly in this trying to recover but constantly getting hit and hit and hit, cortisol goes up. Crap. So you probably can't see that. Let me get a different color. I'm going to use purple. I like purple. So cortisol goes up. Okay? And cortisol stays up. That's a problem. There are a number of issues that start to happen if cortisol is too high for too long. Okay? First off, I'm going to stick with purple. Testosterone or progesterone decrease. Why? Because you're using the building blocks, to make cortisol instead. Bad. Thyroid hormone, active thyroid hormone, often referred to as T3, also goes down. The higher cortisol is, the lower your body tries to bring your thyroid in order to balance things out. That's one of the major reasons. This is your major metabolism regulator from a hormonal perspective. If cortisol is too high for too long, there will be thyroid problems. How many people in this world, like, if you're on this video and you are on thyroid medications or have had a doctor talk to you about thyroid, post in the comments down below. I bet you there's going to be a bunch of you. So your thyroid goes down. Now, this can happen from things other than exercise. A lot of people are dealing with this before they even start exercising, and so they stack tons of workouts on top of an already stressed body. Cortisol shoots through the roof, and you wonder why your workouts aren't working. Because for your body can only handle so much exercise, workout, total stress right now. Okay? So, cortisol goes up, testosterone, progesterone go down, thyroid hormone go down. Sleep quality goes down because sleep quality and cortisol are related to blood sugar. Guess what? Insulin goes up. Insulin goes up because blood sugar is going through the roof. Cortisol raises blood sugar, and the number of research studies that are out there that show you that whenever sleep is impaired, blood sugar goes every which way is astronomical. Okay, so sleep goes down, insulin goes up, and guess what? Cortisol also breaks down muscle and also breaks down connective tissue, joints. Okay? How many people tweak their ankle, tweak their back, tweak something, their shoulder, and again, they're overstressed, they're working too hard, or they jump headfirst into a workout program that their body was not ready for, and now the testosterone is decreasing rather than increasing, thyroid hormone's slowing down, their sleep quality gets worse, their insulin and their blood sugar go up, they're losing muscle mass, and their joints are breaking down because they're working out too frequently for what their body is ready for, okay? Or they're working out too long per workout, or both, okay? So all of this ends up with less muscle, more fat, lower metabolism, more unhappiness, all right? So what do you do? If you're already feeling this and you're working out frequently, back off, okay? Cut your workouts to no more than 45 minutes. And if you've been doing this for a long time, I would encourage you to include warm-up in that for the short term. Later on, you can go 45 minutes plus warm-up, okay? But cut your workouts to 45 minutes at the most. Cut your workouts to 3 to 4 per week at the most. Take a nap and really focus on sleep quality and giving your body enough fuel. Because the other thing that happens here is if you're trying to burn 3,000 calories a day while eating 1,200, your body's going to freak out and go, we're going to die if we do that. Because you will. And so your body does everything it can to drag this number down through things like thyroid hormone, testosterone. You're slower, you're more tired, you sit down more, you walk less. One of the guys that I listen to, one of my teachers, has had his video analyzed while he was dieting, and he actually spoke slower and blinked less frequently because he was dieting and his body was trying to find ways to shave off the calorie output. So your math, your Fitbit, your whatever says you're burning 3,000, and you're burning a lot less than that because your body's just trying to hold on to everything that it can. Okay, so you've got to give your body enough fuel. You may have to go off your diet for a little while. I don't mean stop. I don't mean start eating McDonald's, but you may have to go off of this calorie deficit, bring these things up to where they're more in balance, 2,500 to 2,000 calories a day, both for intake and for output, to let your body chill out and recover for a little while. Okay, focus on quality work, getting enough fuel but not too much from quality food, and rest for a few weeks. 2 weeks to 8 weeks, maybe 12 weeks of rest and recovery. Then you can probably keep your workouts the same. Maybe you increase from 3 to 4 or from 4 to 5 workouts per week. You add some cardio, either in the form of walking, jogging, rowing, something that's on the lower end of the stress scale, and go to a 500 to 800 calorie deficit. If you have, based on your math, a calorie deficit of more than 1,000 calories a day, then something is wrong, especially if you're not losing weight. Your body can sustain that for a little while, a couple weeks to maybe a couple of months. After that, big problems if you persist in that. I've worked with clients who've been in that situation for over a year before, and they wonder why they can't lose weight, and the truth is that they need to take some time off to restore their metabolism, let their body recover. They often find they can work out harder, their quality of sleep improves, they're happier, and then they can start losing weight again. All right? I hope this is helpful. Again, if there are any questions, I didn't see any questions pop up during the video, but feel free to put them down below. I'm happy to answer those, or you can just direct message them to me if there's maybe sensitive information. I'd love to hear from you if this is helpful. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you either tomorrow or Wednesday for another video. I'll talk to you soon. Have a wonderful Monday and an even better